What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Trading Live with Bubba. And well, we got a new feature today, the Trade Assist bars, and we had a big morning. We're able to sell the Nasdaq here, sell the Dow here, so it was a very good start to the day for us. But in the meantime, these will trigger. And for example, there's an open trade right now in the euro currency with a break-even stop. It's already locked in a profit. But these are our new Trade Assist bars that we're using that basically use the formula which I teach you when we're together. So anyways, here we are, and let's see what happens. It's a little quiet at the moment, but pretty wild day. I mean, you've had over 100-point range in the S&P. You've had about a 500-point swing in the Nasdaq. So we'll see. Hey, we're ready to go. Should we get something? But it'll be interesting to see if we can trigger a trade while we are here together. Certainly, that would be fun, and you get you guys a chance to see what it looks like. And so, anyways, let's see what happens. But again, it looks like we are headed lower, as I said on the market 120 this morning to sell. The 68.80, which did play this morning, as a matter of fact. And of course, we're looking for, again, I would be a seller at 68.80 or 69.03. I am working orders there. But again, we'll see how it plays. We're not going to force it. Our edge is in the edges, as they say. So at the end of the day, let's see what happens. Right now, again, we're trying to get a little bit of a rally here, a little bit of a pop. Let's see if it continues and gives us an entry. Big rally here right now in the S&P. But right now we don't have a trade. We got something close maybe coming in gold. So we'll see if that does indeed play out. Now, gold is very risky for those of you who are a little timid for risk and exposure. You might want to be careful there. So it's a much bigger tick. It's a much bigger risk to start with. So be aware, be prepared. And that is, again, but we're watching and we're waiting to see if it does indeed trigger a potential trade. And there is now micro silver, so that we can now also look at. But one of the problems with the micro silver is it's not liquid enough yet for us to trade it. So let's just see how this indeed does play out here. So we need to get to about 68.40 in the S&P for a potential trade. We're getting close. Well, let's see if we get something here to do. Nasdaq around 24,700 in that area there. So let's see where we're at. Time frame. All right, so we're going to have a couple of minutes, so we'll go look at some other stuff while we are waiting right now. Okay. Okay, so we've got some time to take a look at other things. And of course, Apple, a little bounce, nothing for us to do. Amazon, a little bounce, nothing for us to do. Coin, nice little bounce. We talked about this last week that we would expect to rally off the earnings. We didn't make any trade, but nice little bounce, nothing for us to do. Crowd failed right at 440, which is what we thought. ETHA sitting in the middle. Let's just go here and see if anything else is going on at the moment. And not yet, but we'll see. As you can see, there's a trade that was open before we got here, so you wouldn't have it on, but along the euro currency and profitable, and has a break-even stop on the balance. Okay, let's go back and scan the rest of our board over here. Meta, nothing to do. Google, getting close, a little bit more selling. INOQ, nothing to do. IWM, nothing to do. MP, nothing to do. Microsoft, nothing to do. MSTR, nothing to do. Netflix, nothing to do. So you can see a lot are close, but nothing worth looking at right now, nothing worth trading right now, as most things are kind of in the middle of nowhere and don't really present the opportunity that we're looking for. Doesn't mean that you can't be right and make a trade, but again, for the opportunities we're looking for, there's very little here. Tesla, nope. Win, nope. XBI, nope. So really nothing for us to really do, and Zoom has earnings. So let's just watch and see what the day trading looks like. See if we get something here to do. Certainly there's the opportunity coming, but again, we're going to be patient enough to wait for it. Pretty big rally though. The S&P just rallied back 45 points. The NASDAQ has just rallied back 200. But again, it has not given us anything to do yet, which is fine. We will wait for our position, and that'll be the end of it. We're not going to reach for it. We're not going to force it. I think that's one of the things that most traders have a problem with, is they like to force trades, and I don't think you should be worried about that. We're looking at a potential coming up in gold, and again, remember, gold is a little bit whippy, so the risk is a little bit higher. So I'd be very cautious there. I'm not looking to force anything. I'm not looking to make any big deal here. So let's see if we can get something to trigger for us. Right now, nothing. But you never know. We're ready to go should we get something. That we know for sure. But we don't have we have no reason to trade yet. You got to be patient and wait for those triggers to appear. And right now, nothing. Just sit back and be patient. But you are getting a pretty massive rally right now. And Dow has rallied back from its low 300 points. But again, it still hasn't triggered a trade for us, so we're going to sit back and wait for it. And about 2650 in the Russell, if it should get up there. Unless we get a little bit more speed, they're going to turn farther away from us, so it's going to make it harder to get a trade. And see, that's one of the keys that we need. We need the panic or the speed that forces a trade quicker for us. That's one of the big things that we're looking for and waiting for. And right now it's just very slow, but it is going straight up. It's just not going straight up with any real speed to the market. You can see by the lack of volume. That's here. So we'll watch. We'd be patient. That's unfortunately, sometimes you just got to be patient. We had nothing to do in the equities today. And now we're just waiting to see if we can get a day trade or two. And again, if we do, great. If we don't, well, then we won't. Not a big deal. It's always tomorrow, always the next day, always the next trade. But right now you can see the volume has died out. The Dow is now up on the day again. We need a quick sharp buy in the S&P. But once again, we don't have anything yet, so we will sit back and let it trade. S&P is now up on the day, but has not created an opportunity for us yet. You'll see the color of the bar will change when we do indeed get that opportunity. But right now, it has not appeared. The color will change to purple. But once again, we don't have anything to do. So here we are, watching. The VIX is starting to get hammered a little bit. We want the VIX to hold 20 at worst. Close in gold, but no cigar. Like I said, we need a little bit more speed to push these up into the level where we need to sell. I mean, it looks like I would say that the NASDAQ is going to be positive here shortly as well. And so we've just had a massive rally. I think that we'll look at that as a little bit of a short squeeze. And as you can see, because we can't get the speed, we can't catch up to the Bollinger Band. So that's what we're missing. We're missing the speed in the market. So we're unfortunately not triggering anything yet, but we're watching. We're waiting, we're watching, we're ready. I know it sucks. If you have any questions, feel free to fire them in while we're waiting. A pretty good rally. Unfortunately, we did not get an opportunity to participate in the potential sell-off here yet, but you never know. We'll be ready. Should it give us something? But this is just a grinder, taking them higher. So unfortunately, it isn't giving us much to do. Now we could certainly, if you were inclined, you could certainly look at selling, but I'm going to wait. I'm not going to force these. I'm going to teach you what I think is the correct way. I don't want to force trades. So there we are, sitting and waiting. Sitting and waiting. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything, but we will stick it out to the end here to see. But again, there's not enough speed or action here. So again, we'll just sit back and wait. And I'll remind you guys, just every day I do an update so you can get an idea of what I'm thinking numbers wise as those numbers come in. I think it's important to have a plan and have some levels that you're looking for so that you have an idea. But here again, from a speed standpoint, we don't have any. So we'll just sit and watch and wait. Looks like the euro currency is going to knock out the second part of the win and knock out the trade, which is great. Not great for us because we weren't able to participate. We weren't here yet, but certainly solid. And again, you can see there it is. Bang, there's the win. Trade is over. Okay. Again, we weren't able to participate, so it didn't do us any good. But that's okay. I mean, again, it works. So that's what I'm trying to share with you and show you. So we'll see. But you can certainly get access to this Trade Assist as well for yourself. And we've got a brand new product called the Gap Hunter. Makes about 2-3 trades a day, right around the opening of the gold and crude first, and then right around the opening of the equities, and it's done for the day. Done very well. So you may want to check it out. It's called Gap Hunter. In the meantime, the rally does continue here as we roll along, and well, we're not going to get anything, so it is the end of our time. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here on Thursday. Adios. Thanks, everybody.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.